Right. This video is gonna be something long waiting to come. All right. So this video right here, we're gonna discuss this. We're gonna discuss this parenting and the parent and children behavior. All right. So before we start, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua Kwakadash, and double honor to the elders of GMS that rule well. Salutations to the elders and apostles and the brothers living true, doing great work diligently night and day and night. Shout out to you sincere sisters who loving Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, loving yourself, respecting yourself, loving your husband, respecting your husband, loving your children, taking care of the home, doing the righteous thing in the eyes of the Lord. Shout out to the hopeful elect and to the GMS affiliates, and shout out to the brothers and sisters and elect women, children, and men that's doing the righteous things in the eyes of the Lord and staying positive during these times. So we got a good one here. So let's sit back, let's watch this, and we're gonna break it down. You know what I mean? You know, if you guys got any comments, write it in the comment board. Please be respectful in the comment board, please.
Over this, no more with you. You have to get your stuff and get out my house.
His dad kicked his daughter out after she kept misbehaving. What happened next shocked everyone. Did he go too far?
I'm not gonna keep doing the same thing in my house. You have to get out my house. I'm sorry, I don't know where you gonna go, but you can call your mama and ask her, can you come back
You
down?
already know she don't want me with her, so why would you even?
I don't care. You keep doing the same thing. I send you to school, you ditch your school. You steady calling these little boys. I told
I don't
you.
even talk to nobody.
I'm not going over this no more with you. You have to get your stuff and get out my house. Call your mama right now. Call your mama. See, that's your problem. That's your problem right now. Your attitude. You're only 14 years old. Call your mama. All I asked you to do was go to school. I buy you everything you want. All you gotta do is do the right thing. But pack your stuff and get out of my house. You can leave now.
Alright, I get that kids are so annoying, like extremely annoying. But kicking your daughter out of the house is extremely crazy for real. Because like, I mean, there are other ways to punish a child. You could maybe deprive her of some, stuff that she like. Probably don't let her use her phone or something like that. But telling the child to leave your house is crazy. What if she get into the hands of the wrong people and then they harm her? You gotta consider the fact that she's your child.
All right, listen. I get what this guy's saying, but you can't tell a man how to raise his daughter. And this dude in the purple, man, you need to shut your mouth, man. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Yeah, there's many ways to discipline a child, but that way is the best way for him. How do you know that the brother didn't have many form of discipline, and how many times he had mercy upon his daughter where it ran out, the grace ran out? You know what I mean? Nah, man, I'm not listening to you, man. You don't know what it is. I don't even think you're a father. You know what I mean? Cause a father wouldn't be fucking doing fucking you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? A real father is going to chastise that child, man. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no way that a child gonna live in my home and constantly be disrespectful. And I'm telling her, yo, do this and do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Do this and do that, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on. Like, you live in your parents' house, you gotta respect their rules. If you don't like the rules and you feel like you grown and you can do whatever you want, it's time for you to go. And no, he ain't kicking out to just to be kicked out and put in the hands of anybody. He said, go and call your mother. All right? So what are you talking about? You don't know what the hell you talking about. This father did the right thing, man. This father did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? This father did the right thing. He told her not once, not twice. He said numerous of times. All he asked for her is go to school. do the right thing. She ditching school, calling boys, being a fast ass. See, this is the result of the mother, man. The mother teach their daughters how to be a fucking loose cannon. You know what I'm saying? They teach their daughters, yo, oh, this is what it is. Oh, you got, fuck that. When you teach your daughter this type of behavior, and now when she living with a man of structure and discipline, she want to cry about it now. Nah, you ain't, nah. We ain't crying about that shit. Hold on. So the father said, look, I'll provide for you. I got a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food on the table. Come on. You mean to tell me you can't listen? That's the result of the mother, man. And the mother probably said, you know what, it's time to go live with your father so that she could go and get freaked the fuck out. Cause these women are arrogant, and these women don't got no goddamn respect, man. You the reason why the family black structure is broken up. You know? It's all about me. Right? And that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You constantly go and you want to go and do what you want. Right? And it doesn't work that way. That's why the Lord gonna judge you, man. That's why the Lord gonna judge a lot of you fucking silly ass fucking females on this planet, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to follow the understanding and the ideology of the so-called white man. The white man has told you to go against your fucking man. And you don't listen to Esau. Esau is going to destroy you, man. He going to get you destroyed and you're going to lose your life, man. Okay? So you better understand what time it is, man. You better understand. And a lot of you women that's in the truth, a lot of you women that have men that's in the truth, and you left that man and you want to come back because the nigga that you chose ain't do right, you got to stay the fuck over there. You cannot come back with more problems and issues and hoping that this dude in the truth gonna open his arms and feel sorry for you and care to band-aid you so you can go right back and do the same thing. Hell no. Hell no. You coming and you going out there getting more demons and bringing it back. No. No. You ain't never coming back. So any brothers that got wives and she leave you in this truth, don't you take her back. Now, I can't tell a man how he feel about his woman or his wife. I can't say that. If she didn't commit no adultery, but it's just that like y'all not getting along, you know, I still will tell you, be careful. Because when a woman's separate, man, you don't know what she doing. You don't know what she doing. You don't know if she got a man's number she takes. Once she start doing that, it's done. You ain't supposed to be texting the other men. You out of order. And that's why the Lord told us that this place is adultery generation. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Yo, man, listen. It's a lot of shit going on, man. That's what the Bible tells us, man. When you respect your mother and your father, your days shall be longer, man. Respect your father and your mother, man. Don't disrespect your father and your mother, man. But a lot of you children, you know, you're very hard-headed and you're very naive and you don't know a damn thing. You don't have experience. You know, and a lot of y'all are very smart children, man. Adolescents, man, young adults. Some of y'all are very, very smart, man. Well, a lot of y'all. You keep us young by teaching us how to be tech savvy and how to understand what's going on with the computers and all that, to keep us young in our age group. But you guys are so talented and gifted by the Lord. You know, all we want you to do is do your best and honor yourself. Honor the Lord in all your doings. When you are a obedient child of the Lord, and you honor your mother and father. You honor your father and mother. You do right. The Lord watch you, yo. The Lord watch you. The Lord watch you. All right. And now now women gonna say, oh, see, I thought you said a single father could take care of a child. No. He got the child when she's already stubborn in her ways from her mom. She's acting like her mom. That's why the nigga ain't with the bitch. It's because she's a bitch. Anytime you see a woman that got multiple children and she's not with the fucking child's father, right? Is because she is the one that broke up the family structure. She is a demon. Okay? I met a lot of females that have children for multiple men. And here's the excuse. Oh, we don't know the people's situation. You know, sometimes they got to do, he's with him, and then he leave all of a sudden. Okay, but guess what? She knows what the fuck going on. Okay, yeah, you got some men that just pure out wicked. That's why it's important. That's why it's imperative for your father to choose the man that is suitable in God's laws to take care of you. Not just a random nigga that don't know anything about the Lord. Yeah, you got some good men that may not know or teach the law or teach the Bible. You got some decent men, but how far that carnality and that moral man gonna go? They say, oh yeah, but you got some men in the truth that just overbearing, they do this to women. No, listen, those you got wicked niggas of Israel. You got wicked niggas in the world. Okay, that makes it bad for righteous men in the world, and some decent brothers in the world that may have a chance to come to the truth. So we gotta eliminate those people. Okay? You got some good women out here that wants to be in a relationship and want to be a wife. But in this modern day society, they don't preach that here in the Western civilization of this world. They don't preach marriage. Marriage is not taught here in America. That's a once upon a time ago. And even then, they didn't care for marriage. The ideology was to push monogamy doctrine. Monogamy came so that it can stop the procreation of the black culture, the so-called black man's lineage. Black men has never been in a monogamous relationship since the days of Noah, since the days of Abraham. That became later under captivity from the Edomite nation that was pushing this bullshit. You guys don't know no goddamn history. That has never been historical from the so-called black man to be in a monogamous relationship. That has never been taught from man. From the Lord. Man has made that up because you want to follow bullshit doctrine and ideology. Now, if a man wants to deal with the wife, cool. But no, come on. There ain't no rare in this whole entirety of life just love just only one woman. Now, he may not act on it, but doesn't mean that he doesn't see other women he wants. He said, damn, maybe I can have this girl too. All men come with that thought. Any man that have accepted the single monogamy ideology in his life, he doesn't understand, and he's a simp. Yes. People say, how that make him a simp? Even though you love his wife, you can still love your wife and enjoy the fruits of this world that the Lord has given you. Okay? Not saying that this is our place of rest, but saying that we know who we serve. We know who our God is. He's the God of Israel. So everybody that wants to say, don't be like this, but you don't say it to Chris Brown, you don't say it to Trey Songz, you don't say it to Usher, you don't say it to none of these high figure status of men that's getting multiple women, and it says okay for them. I don't get it. And you women are the most adulterous women more than men on the planet. You commit the most adultery statistically more than men. Because you have a sexual deviancy demon on you. You have a sexual demon on you. And you don't follow instructions, you don't follow orders correctly. You want to do what you want to do. And that's your problem. Then you want somebody to come and feel sorry or save you from your baggage. That's not happening. You got to stay out there and learn from your mistakes, your bad behavior, and your patterns. You out here doing things that's not right. You women are out of order. And that's why your children are out of order. Your children's out of order because you out of order. And then they say, okay, and then it falls on the man. Well, he's not in order. Yeah, he can't be in order with you. So he goes build another family and be a family with them. Fuck you and the child. Not to say disrespectfully, but you do not want to hold a family structure. You so worried about doing what the fuck you want to do. And that's why a lot of y'all get killed, man. That's why a lot of y'all be in the news, your body get chopped up, and they find your body in the fucking rivers of Mississippi, the Hudson River in New York City, the 10,000 lakes, all over this fucking world, man. Cause you don't listen. And it's not to get on the women. It's not to just get on them just to be getting on them. But we, as the children of Israel, we have no love towards one another. We slander each other. We're not showing the true love of Yahweh Shah. We're not showing the true love of Christ towards each other. We act in a bad, belligerent way. And then you got a lot of these men out here that's doing foolishness. They don't want to take responsibility as a man to be a man. Because they've been raised by these fucking no good single mothers. That's not normal. To be raised by a fucking single household. Besides if the father died, whatever. Okay? Alright? She's free to marry. Okay? If all she been with was just that one guy, was that man, then it's okay. Alright? So that's why it's important to evaluate and interview these women life before you jump in the gun because she look good or you got this high feelings for her and you can't get her off your mind and you say, I'm going to make her my own. No, my only. No, that doesn't work that way. That doesn't work that way, man. Hold on. And you know what baffled me the most? I'm gonna tell you what baffled me the most. This is what baffled me. This baffles me, right? When you tell a woman, a lady, right? And I'm not saying she may not be a terrible person in totality, but her decision is terrible, man. By fault or default, don't matter. In other parts of the world, they live with a family structure and dynamic. They do this primarily here because they know who we are. And you people be thinking that, we're not the Israelites. Israelites never exist. I mean, or they existed or they never existed, or they've been gone. We are the Israelites. We are God's people. But you guys always got a problem when we want to say we want to claim God's people, but there's no problem when you want to claim Egyptology. You a damn Pan-Africanism. You a damn Christian. You a damn Buddhist. You a damn fucking Green Beret, damn Marine, a damn Navy SEAL, a damn NBA player, a damn Mongol rap star. You are that actor. You want to be everything else besides what God called you to be. And who he has selected you to be from the beginning of time. He has given us the promise and the covenant to live forever. But when you so-called black woman, you're allowed to do and walk the way you want to walk and live the way you want to live here in America. Because America is fucked up. Excuse my language. America here is the worst place on the planet. America has taught lies. It taught destruction. It taught bad behavior. It taught you how to hate your own, hate yourself, hate your parents, hate your friends, hate whoever. Just go out there and do wrong and do evil under the umbrellas of a no damn good system. All right? This system is getting ready to get destroyed by the Lord. In the midst of your eyes, in the midst of your face, man. But you black people, brown people, you want to save America. You want to save its foolishness. You want to save the character of this place. This place has never been good. This place is built on lies, forgery, damnation, hatred, abomination, and debauchery. That's what this place has been built on. It has no good incentives. It's a rock to sleep, seesaw effect. And you want to sit back and you want to say, oh, this place is so damn good. But you go to another man's country. Let's say you go to Dubai or India or any one of these Muslim countries. If a so-called black woman, any woman that get off that plane into their country and they're not covered up in their country, it's not America, you will be put to death or be locked up. And you're going to follow their instructions. But here in America, it tells the women to wear what the fuck you want to wear. Wear booty shorts. You know how many women I saw yesterday with a booty shorts, her shorts all the way behind her ass? She might as well just she might as well just be naked. Walking out here like it's goddamn cute. Ain't none of my daughters will wear that shit outside. She wear that for her husband or she whatever in the bedroom. That's between them. You don't go outside, you wearing no motherfucking booty shorts or that's indoor clothing. There's something mentally wrong. You're foolish, man. And that's why your daughters end up the way they end up. That's why the other nations make mockery, man. They say, if you want to know how a woman acts, look at the man of her nation, man. Look at her nation. You see the Indians, you see the Muslim women from the Arab nations. I'm not saying they're not whores, 304s and sluts and all that. Of course they are. But guess what? At least in their wickedness, they still in order. They still in order. You got a lot of these women out here that it's just sad, man. Then you raise up these young boys to become effeminate, okay? You need a man structure, all right? I remember I was watching Dwight Howard on a YouTube or whatever, Instagram, whatever. He was training his son to be a man. Training his son how to live, he would teach him structure and discipline. The bitch, his mother, said, oh, why you treat him so? Why you doing it to? Give him a fucking break. Give him a break. You hear my baby? He told him, man, shut your mouth and get the hell out of here. He said it like that. He said, get up out of here. This is the place of training for men. Get up out of here. I'm building him up to be a man. Despite the fact of the thing that was being said or accused to him, for whatever reason. A woman's emotions will try to stop a man from being a man. But a man's logic don't stop a woman emotionally. So why the fuck would you use stupid ass emotions to overlook or to overcrowd or overthink a logic? That's stupid. Anybody that act out emotions have caused bad decisions, man. You didn't think. You do what the fuck you want to do. That's what judgment is upon your heads, man. All right? Let me get hold on. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Because there's no love amongst us, man. There's no love amongst us. Let's go to Galatians, man. The 5th chapter. All right? Let's start here. Let's start here. Galatians 5:16. It says, this I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Verse 17, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary, they are different, and they go against each other, the one to another, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. Verse 18, but if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. There you go. Under the law, we came under Moses, right? The laws came under Moses, but under Christ, Yahweh Shah came grace and mercy. But the law still stands. Means they still teach the law. You still got to teach the law, but the law is not a burden no more to us, heavy, because now we have a chance of redemption through Yahweh Shah. Why? Because if law was so perfect to a man, why he break them? Because he himself had no control. It's not the law itself. That's why I said the law is not grievous. The law itself is not grievous. It tells you what to do and what not to do. But you as a man or a woman, you decide to make it grievous because you want to stay in your sin. Okay? That's why it's grievous, because you want to stay in your sin. You want to be sinful. That's all. The law is not grievous. It's here to correct, uphold, keep you in alignment, and then even if you fall short because of the flesh is weak, you got a chance to redeem yourself and repent and try to be better than you was the time before. That's all it's saying. Through the love and your mercy of Yahweh Shah, man. Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. All right? Let me jump down and say, verse 22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love. All right? When the Father chastises you because he loves you, it's not because he hates you. He loves you. All right? And you women keep getting upset. You young men keep getting upset. Young men, you can tell the difference between a young man that was raised by a woman and a man. A young man raised by a woman, he's very emotional. He doesn't take yelling or situations well. But you can tell when a young man is raised by a man that understands about screaming and yelling, he doesn't get offended, because he knows that it's a reason for certain things. Okay? I'm not saying just go out there yelling, screaming at a person, or just making them look bad, or just being totally a damn fool. I'm talking about when a man is giving direction and order, he doesn't get upset. He know what he got to do, understand it, and he's going to get it done. Simple. It's not personal. It said, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, and in faith. That's why a lot of you kids don't have the fruit of the Spirit. You know, because one parent is trying to teach you something, another parent's not. Maybe both parents don't know, but at least they trying to make it work between them and towards you. You don't want the courts to get into your family structure and dynamic, because they're gonna start abusing, and they're gonna start doing things that you don't want them to do. All right. Verse 23: meekness, temperance, against such there is no law. Verse 24: and they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. Okay. So if you have Christ in your life, you have crucified your lusts and your affections of the evil and the sin that's upon us, man. You have been disciplined through Yahweh Shah, because you have him in your life. Okay. Verse 25: if we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. All right. The spiritual things got to be done of the spiritual man. Let all things be done decently in order, right? And as the spiritual man can judge of all things, but a carnal man can't. He can't judge what's of the Spirit, man. He can't, because he doesn't know yet, because he haven't repented. All right. Verse 26: let us not be desirous of vainglory. That's what a lot of us do. Provoking one another. That's what we do. We provoke one another, envying one another. Right. So we got to be very careful, man. Okay. Let me get this. I know Proverbs 22:6. The Bible says this. Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. There you go. So sometimes these kids are not taught in a right state of mind structure to love the Lord. They're taught the foolish things of this world, man. Verse 15: foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. So that girl, she has foolishness in her heart and her mind. But the rod of correction shall drive it far from him or her. So the father is had enough. He's got to put it out there. He got to put it out. It's too many. It's time too many. It's too many times. 3 times too many. 4 times too many. 5 times too many. So that man is saying what he's saying. I don't think nah, bro. You can't tell that to a man. Every man is different how they raise a child. Not every man gonna raise the same way as you. Not everybody gonna do the same thing as you. Not everybody gonna drive the way you want to drive. It's weird, man. All right, let's go here. Let's go to Proverbs 7. I think it's 6. And then a young lady, she goes and she'll have promiscuous sex and then have too many parent bonds. And that's what a lot of these young girls don't understand. When you have sex with multiple men, you cannot pair with just one man. You got to be paired. You got to have connection with many men. That was like my cousin. She can't pair bond with no man. She got to keep it. She has different men in her life. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you a real quick story. One of my friends, man, he told me a story. But he told us on Facebook Live, man, right? Yeah, a lot of views, man. He told his own personal testimony, but I'm going to tell it. He was telling me, he was on the phone. He told us a couple times, but he told me this on the phone. He said, little bro. He called me little bro. He said, listen. He said, when I was married to my ex-wife, and, he said, I loved her very dearly, man. I have one child with her. I cared for her very much. But she would do things, that wouldn't make sense to him. It's because she wanted to get down back into the streets, but she didn't know how to exit, so she would do things to make him break it off, right? And that's what they do. When you don't break it off, whatever, and they stuck, they'll break it off by say, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep going on. He ain't care about me. It's not that. That's a bullshit trick. We always cared, but you doing things whatever you fuck you want to do, so you got no respect, you got no discipline. The Lord gonna reveal you who you are, right? So he was like, his daughter called him and was like, yo, Dad, listen, they cut the insurance off, I think, for me, and and his daughter had a baby, so he's a grandfather. So he was like, okay, so what's going on? Why you calling me? What happened? She said, yo, I'm trying to get this through the hospital. Yo, you gotta call and fix this. This is crazy. I need my medical now. Blah, blah, blah. He said, yo. He said, who? He said, that doesn't work that way with the city. He said, you're of age now. They have a certain age and time that they cut you off from my insurance. You got to get your own. Guess what, and guess what the bitch said? I don't believe you. That's not how it works. I don't care. I'm going to do what I want. So she's acting like the mother. Nasty attitude because she's her mother dealing with multiple men. So he said, yo, listen, man. He said, listen, don't call me no fucking more. You don't got no fucking respect. You're not asking me how I'm doing. You just calling and went straight into what you going through. Have some damn respect. And she hung up, whatever they hung up, and then he said he haven't talked to her since then. That was maybe a few months ago. So I'm saying this because, guys, there's people out here that only, even a family member, they don't really truly care about you. They only want to see what they can get from you. They know how to play. They know how to play on a victim's heart. Cause they say, oh man, he ain't gonna do nothing soft. But they ain't gonna do that to a real soldier, So, I just wanted to share this, man. You children, man, you better have respect, man. Be obedient. You see something? This is Romans chapter 1, verse 30. It says, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents. Don't be disobedient to your parents, because the Lord said He gonna make your days come short. Okay? But hold the deal. Excuse me, a little tired. Been running around all day. My daughter, she had a little ceremony graduation, so I had to be there, you know. But listen, be aware of what's going on, all right? Hold the edifying shalom.